続きまして、リリーこと安吉優奈さんによります絹の民です。安吉さん、よろしくお願いします。
この日本には高等無形な神話の時代から日本人をまとい守ってくださる生き物が存在することをご存知ですか？その名はお蚕様。虫に様という敬称をつけるのはどこの国を見ても日本のみ。漢字を見ても天に虫と書きます。つまり天からの贈り物として古くから大切にされてきたのです。このお蚕様と日本人の関係を見ると、本来の日本人の美しい生き方が自然と浮かび上がってきます。さまざまなものを紡ぎ生きてきた絹の民、日本人。透き通った絹の心でお聞きください。In Japan, there is one little tiny insect that is treated like the god with the word sama. It can be said that it's a result of Japanese belief. 神羅万象 gods and goddesses dwell in all things. Its name is お蚕様。It has been so cherished in this way because they have a history of sticking their necks out and devoting their lives to us. A long, long time ago, there are some stories about お蚕様 from the time of the creation of the heaven and the earth. In mythology, according to 日本書紀, one day, amateurs ordered Tsukumi to go and see a god, Ukemochi, who lived in Ashihara no Nakatsuku. When Tsukumi visited Ukemochi, he welcomed to her with rice, fish, and fiery animals from his mouth. Tsukumi was angered by the fondness of food and killed Ukemochi. Amateurs heard of this and said, I did not want to meet Tsukumi no longer. So the sun and the moon began to appear separately during the day and night. The head of Ukemochi's corpse came by the sheep, cow, and the horse, the forehead to chestnut, the broad to silkworm, お蚕様, the eyes to millet, the belly to rice, and baba, wheat, soybeans, azuki beans. Amateurs was delighted with them and used them as a seed for farmers, as they are the food people needed to survive. Next, according to Kojiki, one day, Susanoo asked Ogetsuhime for some food. Ogetsuhime took various kinds of food from her nostril, mouth, and buttocks and presented them to Susanoo as a feast. Are you going to make me eat these fishy things? Then Susanoo killed Ogetsuhime. From the head of her corpse came bursts of silkworm, お蚕様. From the eyes to millet, from the ears, chestnut, from the nose, red beans, formaldehyde, wheat, from the balsams, soybeans. Kamimusubi took these grains as seeds. In other words, Okaiko-sama has important role for Japanese from mystical era. During the time, Japan was the largest exporter of raw silk. Okaiko-sama broadcasted farmer and unfolding currency. In addition, it gave us its life. We spent our time in radiance with kimono made of silk. While they are a great blessing to us, the life of Okaiko-sama is very fragile. They are very susceptible to virus, bacteria, and fungus and need to be protected by humans to survive. He has voracious appetite and eats mulberry trees 4 times in a day. The Hachiseku moth is covered with white and beautiful hair all over its body. And although it has wings, its body is heavy. Its ability to fly has degenerated. It has no proboscis, so it neither eats something nor drinks water, but mates and produces offspring, ending its short life in a few days. That is the life of Okaiko-sama. However, while through this coexistence, Japanese have developed a way of life and a culture with full of great wisdom and compassion. In order to raise Okaiko-sama on a small plot of land, the house had to be built in 3 dimensions, where there was a good light, with large space in the attic, and a system that allowed arm air from the hearth. If there had not been farmers who are so absorbed in the culture in Japan, the private house would have been very monotonous form. There is a word of Konjiro, and the presence of Okaiko-sama also brought progress to Japanese architecture. Moreover, in order to please them, various events and festivals are held, and led to entertainment. In this way, Okaiko-sama also sacrificed itself for humans, and humans treated and nurture Okaiko-sama as an important part of their lives. As a consequence, after 5,000 years of cultural history, they have finally lost their ability to return to the wild. And that only animal that cannot survive in the wild. Third, as in my scene, Okaiko-sama and human must make a pact for life. Some people say Okaiko-sama is pitiful. Really? This is a characteristic of Okaiko-sama, an aesthetic of self-sacrifice. The desire to protect and serve someone, even at the cost of one's own life, is like parental love for children. The expression of gracious heart that doesn't ask for anything in return, and readiness to accept the life of others. The relationship between Japanese people and Okaiko-sama indicates these spirits. The reasons why sacred chair is still passed down in imperial palace. I believe the empresses have built Japanese spirits and aesthetics from Okaika sama. It's a symbol of Japanese spirits and aesthetics, and a reminder that we've been woven of long history, which created these spirits by empresses. We Japanese, like Okaika sama, has done for us love and serve to people, to living things, and inexpressible plants. We must not lose that beautiful, clear, silky heart. I'm sure that this small archipelago, Japan, will be spun and protected by such Japanese silky heart. どうか誰かを何かを愛し尽くすことを、この日本の美学を忘れないでください。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
ケリー先生、コメントお願いします。
Thank you, Lily. I never thought I'd be saying that I listened to a beautiful speech about silkworms, but you managed to pull it off. The mythology in the background is all really fascinating. I never realized that silkworms had such a big role in Japanese mythology and in Japanese culture. So much so that, like you said, 5,000 years later, they're incapable of living without humans now. It's really interesting and probably says something about how much of an effect humans can have on the environment. Very, very fascinating stuff. Very, very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
このきれいなスピーチをやっぱり世界に広める君には義務があると思いますね。今ペリー先生がまさか蚕の虫をこんなふうに話するとは思わなかった。何がきれいなんだと最初は思うんですね。ところが僕ら日本人は例えば王様とかお姫様とかに Your Excellency って言いますよね。Your Highness とか言いますよね。蚕に Your Excellency Silkworm なんて言うのはおそらく外国の人にとっては頭おかしくなったんじゃないって言われたと思うんですけど、それを皇后様がこんな風にして本当に手厚く扱っているということを知っている人もあまりいないと思うんですね。だからそういう意味ではこのやっぱり蚕という世界が神話に基づいているっていうことをやっぱり神話を紐解くといろんなメッセージがあるっていうことが僕らに分かるんですよね。今までこれを教えてこなかった知らなかった我々日本人自身がちょっと恥ずかしいなと思うかもしれないかなと思います。絹の着物もとても綺麗ですね。素敵ですね。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。